Hello, my fellow language gamers, and welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the Heading into Language Land card game. This is an incredible language learning card game. It's available in real deck, printable, and virtual formats. You can learn more about it at languagecardgames.com or right here on my YouTube channel. In this particular video, in this particular series of videos, we're discussing some of the deeper strategy and special rules of this game, which actually you don't have to pay attention to or abide by at all. The game has been designed to be played in basically two modes, a simple way and an advanced way. So if you want to keep the game really simple and just focus on practicing your foreign languages, you can. If you want to pay attention to these more complex rules that are listed down below on the cards, then the game can get much more complex. So that's what I'm doing in this playlist, in this video, is I'm getting into those deeper rules because I've explained how to play the game in the simple way many times, and most of our players know how to play the simple way, so I'm trying to take them deeper. So I hope you enjoy this video today, and in today's video we're going to talk about the cards which have the powers of flight and phase. Specifically the Tweetsy cards and the Word Wraith cards. I think Shen also has the ability of flight. So what does that mean? You can see below the name of the card the word flight there. Sorry, my camera's not focusing very well. But flight on the Tweetsy and phase on the Word Wraith. And those words function the same. They have the exact same rule. And it's about moving through occupied spaces. So as we know with movement in this game, most characters have a speed rating of 1. If you look at the bottom left of the card, you can see S1 or S2 or S3. That lets you know what is the character's range, how far could they potentially move on a turn. Well, the Word Wraith and the Tweetsy have a speed of 2. They're a little bit faster and can move farther than most typical characters in the game. And that's important because when we add to that the phase or flight capabilities, it means that they can move through occupied spaces to go to somewhere farther away. So let's imagine for a moment that I didn't have Tweetsies or the Word Wraiths, and I didn't have those special capabilities. If I wanted to go, for example, to Embertell, or some other thing that I was trying to get, I would have to go all the way around these other players, and they would potentially still attack me anyway, or I would have to fight them and go through them in order to get to Embertell. So you can see that could potentially be a little problematic. If I have Tweetsies and Word Wraiths, then I can say, I want to set my direction to here. And I can go straight through these other players. Because my speed, my team, if I had 2 Tweetsies, or if I had 2 Word Wraiths, or if I had, a mixture of both, it's all the same. They all have speed of 2, and they all have flight or phase, so that means I can move up to 2 spaces away, and it doesn't matter if there's players in my way or not. I would basically move 1, 2 to there, or 1, 2 to there, or yeah, those 2 ways, boom boom, or through there. So what I would do is I would say I want to move to Embertell. I would roll the dice, try to speak about a location, a topic on Embertell, and if I'm successful, I go right there. And that could be beneficial because I could generate a character to add to my team. They might not want to attack me then. I would be even stronger than I am now. If they're still around, I could launch an attack upon them on my next turn. Some other things that I might want to get, if I knew that there was an ally there, I might want to jump over and try to get my ally. The Gablin has an ability to steal pickups. I could then start stealing pickups that I wanted from other players. If I knew a weapon was there, like the Earthshaker, I could try to take that, move to this space, and immediately start to use the Earthshaker to deal damage to these other players. And then if they felt the need to run away, like they were too weak, they didn't want to face me, with my speed of 2, I could then launch an attack upon them the next turn. So I could basically run them down. They couldn't escape me very easily because I'm faster. So there's a potential there to do a massive amount of damage. Now, you may have noticed the horse has a speed of 2, and you might be thinking, what if I had the horse and the gablin? Let's reset the board. Could I do the same thing? Because the gablin rides the horse, and the horse gives the gablin a speed of 2, where before he only had a speed of 1. If the gablin rides the horse, he can move at the speed that the horse has, and the horse will transport the gablin. So could I go through the other players? Well, no. We draw a line there in this game. You can't just ride your horse around the characters like that. So you have to move through open space at a speed of 2, or you have to face these players in battle first. You can't ride your horse through them. Sorry. Another possibility, maybe you have a word wraith and a horse. Could you move through that? Well, no, because the horse isn't a ghost like the word wraith. It doesn't have the power to go through solid walls or other characters, so to speak. It can't fly over them like the Tweetsie. But what you could do, if you really still wanted to go to this space on the board, is remember you have the option to cycle things before you set your direction. So if you got rid of the horse at the top of your turn, then you could just go there with the word wraith and go through those others. So remember you have the ability to do that. So I hope this helps. If you have characters with flight or phase, they're very special. You can pretty much move where you want to without any regard for people in your way. That's basically what it comes down to. Other players who don't have characters with the capacity to fly or go through other things, they would have to face the other players in their way in battle. So I hope this video helps you out. Next time you have a battle, try to use the character's abilities of flight and phase and see how they work for you. If you have any questions about these special powers, let me know in the comments section down below, and I'll see you back here in the next one. Bye-bye for now.